I spy with my little eye something beginning with drone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Star Salvage. I'm 7-Foot Dust Bunny, and here we stand on the deck of our CV. Oh yes, this is a small landing deck on the back of the CV. It needs a bit of texturing, but there you go. I've been doing some further work to the inside of the vessel. You will see that this is the actual cockpit area. It's a bit different to before. Access is actually different as well. I'll show you that too. So we'll whip the drone out. Unfortunately, drone range might struggle a bit. You'll see that this whole top end looks a bit different to how you probably will have remembered it from the last episode. There's some texturing work needed doing. I've been using the copy block function. And for some reason, I've missed a block right here. Okay. I have a connected inventory together. We'll just add that block while I see it's there. So for the block function, you just press Control and right click, and then you plop the block in. Job's a good one. Anyway. I've done some various repairs on the outside. I've added at least one extra thruster on the up thrust. I was going to add more. I have a couple more on board, but I haven't quite decided how I'm going to lay out the thrusters yet. There's a bit of work here, and I might yet change this. So I've kind of held fire there. Now, before we get carried away with that, there's something else that is a bit awry. Some of you may remember that in the last episode I picked up a total of 3 cannon turrets for a CV. I no longer have them. I don't know where they've gone. Maybe I'm being blind. I just have been looking for them and I cannot see them here at all. I'll take those Wi-Fi blocks actually. I'm literally taking a few blocks that I need. I'm not taking everything with me yet, but that is very much a yet. Soon I will be taking everything with me. I'll take those blocks as well, and those carbon substrate blocks, and eventually I'll be taking all of this too. But those turrets have disappeared, which is a bit upsetting because I was going to put them on at the start of this episode and have a couple of handy guns, which would have been very handy with what I have in mind. So that's a little bit upsetting. The other thing that you'll be glad to see is that we are now have a T3 core. We are sorted. We have plenty of CPU power. There's some stairs need to go in here, and I haven't quite decided what's going there yet. Now, I need to work on this because there's one access area that's kind of missing here that you'll figure out is missing. Is this takes us down into the bay where the Phytotron is happily parked, ready to go. I still haven't sorted out where the warp drive's gonna go. I'm thinking of having an engineering section around here, but I haven't decided. Like, there's a big bay here which may end up just being like storage or something. I don't know. This thing's so big, and now I've got the T3 CPU. I've got plenty of room to even put back in the storage I removed to get the CPU level down. I noticed this little thing. Handy dandy little access ramp. Good, eh? Now, What I was planning to do was get another ramp like that, but they're quite a few blocks long. I'll have to see about it, because I was planning on putting in, at the moment it's very difficult to reach that area there, which is kind of like the living area and will be where I think my grow plots are going to be. So I'm planning this to be grow plots unless I change my mind and make this a second like landing bay. And this was going to be the living quarters up in here, which is directly under the sort of command deck. Now, at the moment, there's no access to the command deck, and I'm missing some stairs here. There's still some work to do, but this is going to be something that is an ongoing process, as the whole reason I went for a ship like this is to have something that would evolve with us. Now, you'll notice a few blocks here are missing. In fact, I didn't notice that block was missing too. There's a few blocks missing here because when I came back and landed, I actually got a base attack almost straight away. When I got warned about the base attack, they were basically on top of the base already, so that was a bit nuts. And I took a couple of rocket hits, as did this ship. But essentially I had to make sure I could reach the command deck, because otherwise I can't fly. So I have one little preparation I need to do before we get going, and that is just to fly over and top up the fuel producers over there, because they'll be keeping us fueled up. Is this wise? Is this wise? We're going to do it anyway. Come on, jetpack. Ow. Okay. Come on, jetpack. Yeah, jetpack for the win. Oh, I'm on the far side. Sucks to be me. And I've just realised it might be a bit interesting getting back in. So yeah, that's the one little extra thruster I've chucked in. That won't be there forever, and the Wi-Fi is exposed there. So anyway, I'm going to go and top those up, and I'll bring you back in as we're ready to go. Oh, and speaking of base attacks, we're under attack. This does not have enough ammo. I need to get my other ship, and pretty fast. Right, scouts coming in. Let's go and get the Fightertron, because I'm going to need it. Right, get ready to fly. Give me a ping. Where are my drones? Over here. Looks like 4 drones coming in. And let's get rid of that one. That's a rocket drone. First. Ah, no you don't. Ah, you scumbags. Get rid of the rocket drones first. I know you're gonna shoot me again, but that's fine. Level 21 reached. There we go. Right, drones are down. Fortunately, this time managed to avoid any damage to the ships and any damage to the base. We'll repair that cockpit. I think that was done. Here we go. Important bit to repair the cockpit, because they do have a tendency to target the cockpit, and if you lose the cockpit, you're basically screwed. So, what we got? Nothing much good from you. I have so many power coils. It feels odd to me to have more power coils than I have flux coils available. I just have crazy amounts of power coils. This ship has also, I should note, been upgraded to tier 3 with a plan for me to put a shield on there at some point in a not too distant future, but that will take it right up to the edge of CPU again. But it would prevent issues like I had a few episodes back, where I unfortunately got completely leveled by a CV I wasn't paying attention to. Well, we're basically almost ready to go. There's one thing I've realized I have forgotten to install, which I'm going to install up here, where it's completely inaccessible for now, right now, which is a fridge. I put one already in the inventory, he says. I really need to rename the CV and start renaming things. I will rename the CV. I probably not rename the containers yet because we're a long way from done on that. So there's a fridge here. In fact, there's 2 of them. So I am going to put, I always like that fridge, I'll be honest. I'm going to put one there and one there. And that will allow me to carry some of the food from the base with me. If you don't mind, base food, please. Yes, those burgers and that and some of these bits would be extremely tasty. We'll take some of that as well. Thank you. And on that note, we need to power this up so the food doesn't go off. Thrusters will turn off for now, just until we're ready. So here she is in all her glory. I need to put some glass over this, and I'm going to replace those blocks on the other side with hardened steel blocks. So to be honest, if they ever get as far as the core, we're probably long dead at that point with where I've positioned it. But we should now have everything we need to fly, he says. Yeah, if I turn the thrusters on, that is. Now, we're not going to be fast. And in fact, we can't take off. Nope, we've not got enough up thrust. I thought we had, but that's probably because I've put the extra ships in. So does say enough thrust is available, but I'm gonna say it's lying because we are just not lifting off. That's okay, that's okay. Where there is a will, there is a way. So back to here. See, this is the trials and tribulations of Star Salvage, is ensuring you have enough thrust to take off with all the extra weight you've put on board. So now this is designed to take a big thruster, but as you may remember, I cut a hole in here for a big thruster. So I may actually end up changing the orientation of this to have 2 big rear thrusters, if I can find that many rear thrusters. But as is, there we go, we'll put those 2 thrusters on there, and I think that will be enough to help us move. Nope, yes, maybe, nope, nope, no. No! We're gonna have to shed some weight. We've not quite got enough to move. We could take off before. I swear to you. I swear we could take off. See, it says we've got enough to take off, even in current gravity. But I do not seem to have... All thrusters are on, are they not? All thrusters are on. Even oxygen is on, as I believe I have oxygen in this area. No, I don't. Okay, let's not worry about that. No. Still not enough thrust. Okay. Have I got any more thrusters? I think I've used them all. This may be a problem. Because my aim was to go to the moon and get the big thrusters. Well, first of all, I was going to go to the other little CV. But I think even if I try and tilt it, which is what I'm trying to do, I can't get enough lift to fly. I'm pretty sure I'm not actually off the ground. No, I'm still touched down. My thrusters are on full bore, but I cannot get off the ground. Okay, thrusters off. Power will have to remain on for the time being. Fuel, as you can see, is going to become an issue. I have some very large fuel tanks ready, but oh, that's why I can't take off. That's why I can't take off. Trust me, it should have come up with a warning that not all the ships are docked, but that's why I can't take off, because the scout isn't docked. I did just turn it off, didn't I? Handy thing. If you have something you're not sure you turned it off, you can check like that. You just go in the registry, find a ship, and you can, if you're within range, you can access the control panel. So, take 2, he says. We're flying, just like that. You see what I mean? That sometimes there are weird glitches which can just stop you doing something. It is so misty. I also want to know why I'm not picking up anything. There we go. So I should remove the crashed DSC back, because the crashed DSC back I've now completely looted. Somewhere here though, there was a crashed CV. I think we'll come back to that, because I know there is a crashed another CV around here somewhere. I don't remember where. Abandoned outpost. We've been there before, but I don't remember exactly where it is on the map. I thought I'd actually put a marker on it, but for now I'm gonna just burn my way to space, and we're gonna go to Thrusters R Us, because that's gonna solve our lift thrust problem by a long way. So I'll bring you in when we're getting a bit closer to the moon. Okay, so we're coming in near that crashed CV that had all the thrusters on it. Now the one thing I need to be careful of here is drones, because previously there were a few drones around, and this is why I wanted the Gatling gun turrets, was because, well, this would help me a lot with dealing with the drones. Unfortunately this thing turns like a bus right now. Trying to remember, it's like is it Shift I? No, it's not Shift I, it's Shift P. I can't remember now. It's Shift something for the pilot mode. Can't remember the control. So just need to keep an eye out here for any drones. So I don't want to get my ship shot up just yet. I've obviously got the shield, which I'm planning to put on there, but I'm very aware of my limited supply of pentaxid at this time. And that limited supply of pentaxid is going to be a problem. Now, you may also remember I was previously talking about having the other little CV to jump around in. I may still do that, but that was when I honestly thought there was no way I was going to have enough thrusters to get this thing off the ground in atmosphere. As it turns out, I did. So that did change my views there a little. Okay, we're going to need to link up, and we'll grab the drone out for a minute because it'll be easier. It'll save me going down. You know, I need to eat something. Can I nail one of those burgers? Thank you. Now, clean core first. Don't make that mistake. You certainly don't want to make that mistake on the big thruster. Alright, so we'll try one of the small ones first. I'm probably going to take a bunch of blocks here as well, because the blocks come incredibly handy for my repairs. But this thing is just... no, this thing is just loaded with thrusters. There's loads of them here. They're almost all mediums. Look how many. Only the ups are smalls. It's absolutely stacked out with thrusters. So we are literally going to grab every thruster we can lay our hands on. I might have to go down by the looks of it. My drone is running out of space, which kind of sucks. Sorry, space. Well, range is the correct term, I believe. And there's probably going to be some containers I want to open in here, which I'm not going to be able to without the drone, without going down there. So let's make a nice handy hole in the top like that. That's a steel block. That's a thruster. That's a thruster. That's a thruster. And that's not a thruster. So I think we got all the top ones. But normally there's a few containers in this thing which are fairly nice. So we'll grab those two. And normally these drop off. There you go. And you can grab them for the steel plate. Especially in this sort of salvage environment. You want that steel plate. Because that brings me on to another thing I need to sort of raise. And I don't know, I think this is a bug. And not actually an Empyrion bug. So KnowItALLDM, if you're still keeping tabs on the series, I will probably DM you about this as well. But I think there is a bug with something. I'll demonstrate it shortly. In fact, I'll demonstrate it now before I go down. So what I'm going to do is I'll switch to a completely different container so I can get rid of the evidence. This one. Let's put that here. So I'm going to put this on my bar in linked inventory because I can't carry it. It's so heavy. And it says it is a box of 1,000 bullet casings. So I'm expecting to open this and get 1,000 bullet casings. So if I click it, there you go, I get 1,000 bullet casings. Fine. But it still remains. Now I get another 1,000 bullet casings. And hang on. Now I get another 1,000 bullet casings. You see? I got 3,000 bullet casings. So I can manufacture bullets to my heart's content. Now I'm going to trash these. I will keep that. But I'm going to trash those. That's just for demonstration that I think that block is kind of bugged and not working as it should. Now I'm hoping I can get back in here after I should probably make sure I can. It would be wise to go down this way and make sure I can get back in. because, you know, you don't want to make those kind of mistakes. And as it happens that we brought the tiny little scout with us, we may as well use it. We can use the scout for these little things. I don't mind even leaving the scout on the back there. And on top of that, I can even go out and pick up some pentaxid, which, like I say, we are woefully short on. Wow, that's one pentaxid. Right, we'll come down here somewhere. That will do. We'll leave it running. Yoink. RCS. Okay. RCS we're just gonna salvage. We're not gonna worry about it. I want the components from the RCS anyway. I'm just gonna check what else is left. So I've nailed all the thrusters. There's some equipment. There's flares. The cargo box. Let's check the cargo box. There's only one cargo box. I'm kind of surprised. There's normally a bunch of like closets down one end where there's loads of little good bits. So, and there's normally some medical equipment on there. I'll take these as well, because I'm doing the wrong thing. I actually want inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. What inventory am I linked to? I'm not linked to any inventory, so I've filled my own inventory. Bear with me. Yoink. Okay. Problem solved. I'll take that door as well. Yeah, I'm realizing I need things like elevator blocks, because I don't have many elevator blocks. Yoink. I don't really need deco blocks like that, but I'm taking them anyway. And in fact, I'm going to salvage these deco blocks. Salvage that one as well. Yeah, it's normally down this end, so I think that means they're gone, or they're not on this actual version. Oh, I should be taking that door, not destroying it. Yeah, it's not on this version. But to be fair, I've never seen this version before with the large thruster on the back. So I don't know if that's one that was modded up just for Star Salvage or not. Let's grab the claim core back then. See, I physically need to get the claim core. I felt sure I could get it with the drone. Sure, I've got it with the drone before. Let me just try again. Nope. Okay. Fine. I will go get it. Oh, I meant to take some blocks, didn't I? Yoink. Better grab a few. Doink, 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 doink. That's one thing about this multi-tool. It is damned fast. So I'm going to be a little bit careful here, because I don't want to... Let's go up this end. I don't want to accidentally knock off the floor the claim core is on and get the claim core destroyed. That would annoy me. So we'll just grab a bunch of these blocks. I'm not going to go too wild deconstructing everything. I could, but I'm not going to. I'll pick up blocks as I go. It's fine. I'm already got plenty of blocks ready to go. But you know, never hurts to have a few more. Anyway, enough with the blocks. Back to the... yeah, back to the scout for now. But not for long. So we'll go to the scout. I'm just going to park here a second. And I'm going to get out. Yeah, that's alright. Good. Fine. And we're going to tweak the drone out now. And we're going to go to our linked inventory. And where is our large thruster we just took? There you are. You, my good friend, are going in this hole. Like so. That's what I plan. Like that. You will give me much lift. Lift will no longer be a problem. And actually, while we're at it, let's just take a couple of the medium thrusters and put them in this bay. I ummed and ahed about whether, because with the medium thrusters, what I could have done is I could have made them the slants like this and then encased them. And I was very tempted to. But I'm just not sure about it. It does provide like the look of a wall internally. Whereas if you do it like this, it's less so. But I don't know. No, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go for like that, actually. I like it. Right. That means I'm changing the two below as well. Which means I need to retrieve those. Yoink. And yoink. And we're actually going to try and go around the other side and do the same. Yeah, I know, drone. But technically we're getting closer, right? Technically. There you go, like that. And we'll do the same where we take these two out to make it look right. Here we go, yeah, good. And there we go. That will, at least for now, provide us with some additional thrust. Both up and forwards. The other thing we could probably do with, while I think about it, and while we're connected and doing such things, hopefully we'll be close enough here, is to get some additional thrust here. We need to get in, unfortunately. There we go. That's how we're going to get in, and we're going to actually take these two off and do exactly the same as we just did with the others there. I'm going to go 4 on each side again. That should provide me with even thrust front and rear, and I can use the wonderful block trick for fixing this, which is one of the real positives actually of that new. It's only just come in on the latest patch. Control thing and ready to go. Actually, we need control square block first, control triangular block, and it even keeps the texturing. Job's done. I mean, we've got so many thrusters, I could be putting more on if I'm honest. And I may yet do that depending on how much thrust we've got. And like I say, I would love to get some additional large thrusters to go down the back there. So yeah, if you can let me in. And I'm going to actually take that one and that one. And you, sir, if you can go that way around this time. I could have used mirror mode, but then I'd have to actually set mirror mode up right now. Which, to be honest, can't be bothered with. Right. Oh, didn't fix the blocks, did I? There you go. I can do that. I can do that. I love the fact the control trick works with the drone as well. So, there you go. Fixed. And Thrusters Are Us is done, so that marker can go. Map, please. Marker. Thrusters Are Us. Delete. Now, the one thing we are severely lacking still is pentaxid. We still have some, but we are severely short on pentaxid. And guns. We're severely short on guns too. So I need to process some pentaxid to get us out of here. I'm going to put down the small constructor, which I've got here somewhere for now. I'm actually, this is going to seem weird, I'm going to use the drone to go down through the elevator and go up through. Because I was hoping, when I have access to here, this is the reason this little section is 2 blocks high, to have access to a couple of constructors here. Just to make life easy. In fact, I'm tempted, even, because I've got a few spaces here on this side, on either side, to put like a small constructor in here. In fact, I shall. Okay, small constructor installed, because that's all I need right now is a small constructor. We can put that in, and you can work on the pentaxid crystals for us while we get out of here. So back on. Right, again I'm going to hit the auto debris firkin, and thrusters on full, and now we take off with meaning. Still only 59 meters per second, which is a little bit disappointing considering how low the gravity is. I'm not sure if there were any other CVs on here. The junk storage. Did we check out these junk storages? I think we did. I'm pretty sure we checked out the junk storages on there. There's a crashed DSE back again over there, which has another couple of thrusters on it. So we'll go over and grab those. Still only 59 meters per second forwards. Definitely need some more forward thrust. I could open that back up a bit more and put more on. Like I said, what I really want to do is probably rotate this little pod on the back here and have another large thruster like this sat on the back, 2 of them, to push us forward. But for that I'd need to be able to make one or buy one or something along those lines. I can make them if I have the materials. Problem is, at the moment, I believe, I will check, but I believe under engineering I can unlock them. They're here, but for that I need Zascosium alloy. That is something I don't have. So that is what's preventing me from taking that forward and actually making some big thrusters. There is a large milligun drone right there, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that. The interesting thing is there is so many discarded CPU extenders. I'm really tempted to get more of them because they are quite valuable and quite useful. They've got a whole bunch of parts on them. And alright, how close is that drone? Now I'm gonna try and take the drone out with this one. It says, ooh, before I do, let's just be on there and turn those thrusters off and yoink, and off we go. Let's take this drone out. Where is it? I spy with my little eye something beginning with drone. Hello. And down he goes. Hopefully that won't have alerted that cannon drone, who sounds like a palindrome. So many power coils! Again, there's only one pentaxid, but I'm going to take it. Pentaxid is that valuable at the moment. Can F? I'm pressing F. Give me the pentaxid, you scumbag. Inventory full, cannot pick up. Oh, screw you. How's that? Try not dropping the junk components. There you go. Because I might have mentioned before, I did mine the pentaxid deposit there was on this planet, and it yielded an entire 1 pentaxid, which was wonderful. Really made my day. Right. Stupid question. As my inventory was full, what happened to my core? It's over there, isn't it? Bollocks. Be right back. Actually, no, I'll be right back next episode, because with this, I think it's time to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time when I will have stripped the thrusters off here and stripped all the bits off, and we'll be leaving this place. I might have run around and picked up some extra pentaxid as well, as long as I'm not getting hammered by too many drones. So thanks a lot.